Hey, welcome back everyone. It is now the beginning of April of 2022, and we're only getting closer to the official release of the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series, as well as the final trailer for the Kenobi TV show that's all set and ready to debut by early May of this year. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you are new to the channel for future Star Wars updates. Also, by the way, guys, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support. It is greatly appreciated. Now, we are now in a brand new phase of Star Wars, given that we have a lot of projects currently in the works, such as The Mandalorian Season 3 and 4, the Ahsoka Tano series, Star Wars Andor. I mean, we have a lot of things coming our way, not just for Star Wars Celebration of this year that's going to really reveal a lot more projects, but also next year that's also going to be a very big deal to the entire fandom. Essentially, Disney is trying to make up for the lost years without having a Star Wars Celebration, and that's exactly why this year it's going to be a big one, and next year it's going to be even bigger. So when we go ahead and examine everything that's happening with the Mandoverse at heart, we do know that George, John, and Dave are doing everything in their power to really bring Star Wars back to its roots, back to the original vision of George Lucas and exactly what it all really stands for, right? That's their overall structure, and their plan right now is that they really want to bring back a lot of fan favorite Legends characters and mixing them together with some of the already existing canon characters that were either A, created by Disney when they took over Lucasfilm, or B, when Dave Filoni created the Clone Wars with George Lucas, and how they actually incorporated a lot of those characters as well into Star Wars Rebels, and how that's going to be used now in the Mandoverse. So, with that being said, however, what's even all the more exciting has everything to do with exactly what's been going on with The Mandalorian Season 4 and specific storylines that are being crafted by both John and Dave Filoni as we know it, as they have already pretty much entered principal photography coming to an end, and now entering into post-production for Mando Season 3. So, on top of all of this, with both Disney and Lucasfilm focused on their new Star Wars projects, creators Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are beginning to develop new Star Wars TV shows that will take many elements from Legends material to advance the stories. Now, further, it's noted, however, that currently one major scene is already being planned by both Jon and Dave Filoni for The Mandalorian Season 4, that is set to begin filming sometime by the end of this year into early 2023 to get things ready for holiday season of that year. Now, one major scene is set to feature characters Luke Skywalker and Mara Jade on Yavin 4, where Luke Skywalker is described to be showing Mara Jade the interior of one of the ancient temples that is now becoming Luke's second Jedi temple. Now, it's described that this scene is being mapped out by John and Dave to set things up as a training session between both Luke and Mara. Luke and Mara are set to fight against each other in a sparring session on top of the temple on Yavin 4 that is described to be a very intense sequence that is already storyboarded by Favreau and Filoni that is finalized to be used in the actual script. Now, the scene is set to actually progress to the revelation that characters Ahsoka Tano and Din Djarin are actually watching both Luke and Mara Jade train from afar, where Ahsoka and Din exchange words about getting ready to confront Grand Admiral Thrawn. So let me just stop right here for 1 second before we get onto the more exciting stuff, is that Grand Admiral Thrawn is really going to be a big deal. Basically, what Favreau is trying to do is that he is trying to make him the Thanos of the Star Wars universe. And that really is quite, motivating for him. He's really trying to make it just like that. Now, is Thanos going to remain as the big bad throughout the entire Star Wars universe? I highly doubt that. But for the time being, Thrawn is being set up as the current big bad that is really controlling a lot of things within the Star Wars universe. And that's exactly what they're trying to do. That, to me, of course, really is why a lot of fans are looking forward to Star Wars Ahsoka and how that is going to set up Mando Season 4 before they move on to the next phase of Star Wars TV shows that's really going to take advantage of new villains and new characters and foes that will go up against characters like Luke, Ahsoka, and others out there. So with that being said, however, moving beyond all of that, alright, Now, this is described to set everything up for the next phase of Star Wars TV shows that will involve Thrawn as the big bad, holding secrets of course, new Star Wars armies that are about to be used in the actual Star Wars TV shows, and that also it will involve a breaking revelation that involves Palpatine. The scene is set to actually use revolutionary CGI for Luke Skywalker's face and new techniques of deep faking. Lucasfilm has already hired more talent around the world, of course, to actually take care of the new ways of deep faking to bring back Luke in the most realistic way possible when moving in a fast-paced session. Now, the scene that is actually described to be in progress to a point in time where Luke and Mara's training comes to a halt, where Luke talks about feeling a dark presence. It's said that Jon and Dave from Mando Season 4 will be using tons of highlights from the Shadows of the Empire storyline from Star Wars Legends and mixing it together with the Thrawn trilogy to really make it feel original to the entire fandom. The scene is said to also involve Luke Skywalker communicating with both Ahsoka Tano and Din Djarin, while Mara Jade is meeting with another mysterious figure in the distance, communicating with what appears to be a new type of droid that is cloaked in an outfit. Now, this cloaked droid outfit, of course, is a brand new character, where this is also described to be the setup for their departure of confronting Thrawn again toward the end of Season 4. Now, that is, of course, going to involve many battles against the character and this newfound army of his that will be utilized in the 4th season. Now, the series is set to also give fans a brand new look at some of Luke Skywalker's new Jedi students that are in training on Yavin 4 that will be left at his Jedi training temple. Now, let me just stop right here for 1 second before we move on. Now, the thing about Yavin 4 is that what they are doing is that they are going to be giving Luke Skywalker 3 different Jedi temples in the new Disney canon. We have the one that we saw in Book of Boba Fett, which is the same one that you see in The Last Jedi flashback. We're also going to be getting one on Yavin 4, just like in Star Wars Legends, like so many fans love. And we're also getting an ancient Jedi temple that Luke Skywalker is going to occupy and use for the time being as well, as a backup Jedi temple. Now, of course, this is a very well thought out plan by both Jon and Dave to kind of satisfy sequel trilogy fans, hardcore fans, and new fans. The new fans are really good for Luke's Jedi Temple being one of the ancient ones that will be seen in later episodes. So that, to me, I think is a very good idea on Jon and Dave's part. Now, the other thing that I must mention is that they are hiring a lot of talent, and they already also have hired talent to bring Luke Skywalker's CGI and deep faking techniques to an entirely new level that's really going to make it ultra realistic to the point where you really can't even tell the difference between, is that CG or is that real? That's their game plan. They really want to make sure that this version of Luke is going to be completely the same as you see him in Return of the Jedi, as far as how realistic it comes off as. And they did a great job in Book of Boba, I will be honest. I've really, at times, had to think to myself, is that real? Is that CGI? Like, what's going on here? So they really have to do a good job on that. They really can't have many irregularities when they're having a sparring session or fast-paced moments like this where they're swinging sabers around. You have to make sure that the CG is still on point at that point in time as well. So, like I say, guys, let me know what you think about all of this below in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Night to moon, we hear them moans again.